What's up, y'all? It's your boy Winston motherfucking Wolf. I just want to talk about this video that popped up on my feed. It's from about 2017, I believe. It's a clip from the Fighter and the Kid podcast. It's Brandon Schuab. I don't know what the motherfucker's name. The shitty fighter that's a shitty comedian now, and then Bryan Callen, who's always been a shitty comedian. And they're arguing over how tough Bryan Callen thinks he is. Okay, let me just first, before I get into that, I just want to say, Joe Rogan, you don't fucked up a lot of motherfuckers' heads. You don't fucked up all your untalented boys into thinking they can be comedians. You done fucking fooled your boys who are fighters into thinking they can be comedians. You don't fool comedians into thinking they're tough guys now. I don't know what the fuck. Yo, you should fucking start a goddamn cult, my dude, because you don't fuck these motherfuckers' heads all up. The only motherfucker that's legit in your fucking crew is fucking Joey Diaz. That's it. Joey Diaz is the fucking shit. His podcast is the shit. His stand-up is the shit. As far as them other motherfuckers, you got them believing you could be like, you know what, man, I think you can fly. You should jump off that fucking skyscraper, and they'll probably do that shit. So Joe Rogan, if the podcast game ever starts to bore you, just start a goddamn cult, because you done got these fucking brain dead motherfuckers believing they can do anything. But let's get back to that clip from with Bryan Callen and Brandon Schuab. I don't know how to fucking say his name. Hat comedian. So they're talking about fights, and then Bryan Callen is talking about how many fucking street fights he's been in. And then Brandon Schuab says something about him being a rich kid, and that immediately sets fucking Bryan Callen off. That fucking triggers his ass. He gets all pissed off. You're like, you don't know how I grew up. First of all, motherfucker, I don't give a fuck how you grew up. Anybody can tell you, any rich kid, any privileged motherfucker, it doesn't matter how many fights. You could be in a million more fights. It's not about the physicality of it. It's about the mindset. It's about not having anything to lose. It's about being starved. It's about being beaten. It's about it's a whole nother fucking realm. It's a whole nother mindset of nothing to lose, scratching and clawing. If you know you got a safety net and you got mommy and daddy and you grew up fucking rich, you're never gonna be a fighter. It doesn't matter. I don't give a fuck how big you are, how many times you go to the fucking gym, the skinny motherfucker that never goes to the gym, that's grew up fucking with not enough to eat, beat by his parents, whatever the case may be, that grew up poor, he's gonna always have the advantage. He's always gonna have the advantage because he knows that's life and death to him. He knows what it's like. You can't do anything to him that hasn't already been done, okay? He's already gone through hell. His life is probably still hell. All right, but if you got that safety net and you've grown up and you got the family Christmas and the fucking family Thanksgiving and fucking mommy and daddy, grandpa and all this kind of shit, that's a whole mindset. That's what you were bred differently. You're not the same breed. You're not the same breed. You're not a street motherfucker. You're not a tough motherfucker. It's fucking more about the mentality and what people have gone through that fucking makes them a great fighter. Look at fucking Mike Tyson. Look at fucking even LeBron James, who grew up fucking poor. That's why he's fucking great. He didn't have a fucking silver spoon jammed up his motherfucking ass. So all these motherfuckers, and that's why these motherfuckers get triggered when you bring that up. Motherfuckers that fucking think they're tough and shit, who grew up rich and privileged and never had to fucking starve, never had to struggle. It's because they know, because you struck that fucking spot, that fucking insecurity that they've always had, because they know that they're scared motherfuckers. They don't ever want to run into somebody that's fucking real with it. They don't want to run into somebody that's gone through some shit, that's been in jail, that's had a horrible fucking childhood, that's had to fight, claw, scratch for everything they fucking have, who's starved, who's fucking known desperation. Motherfucker, you rich motherfuckers, you don't know desperate. It ain't even about being rich. It's just about, even if you grow up in a fucking upper middle class environment, you don't know. You'll never know the fucking horrific childhood and upbringing that so many people that grew up a certain way have had. You don't know how that fucking affects your mind. You don't know how bad you want to fucking unleash that fucking fear and that fucking hopelessness on fucking other people who want to fuck with you. You will never know that. And that's why you're always going to be scared of it. And also, people that fucking grow up with them same backgrounds, you can sense that shit in other people. It's an animalistic thing. These rich motherfuckers, people that fucking grew up privileged or just in a fucking happy household and shit, they don't have that animalistic fucking instinct to sense that shit in other people who come from the same cloth as they come from. So it's just a whole thing. You're never. I'm sorry. You can sit there and be like, you don't know me. You don't know. Yes, I do. You don't know. You don't know. All right. You're a totally different species. All right. You're a fucking domesticated animal. Domesticated animals cannot survive in the wilderness. They cannot survive out of their fucking comfort zone. They can't survive out in the fucking out amongst the real fucking feral animals. They just can't. Okay? I'm sorry. That's a fucking harsh reality. But I don't know, that video just kind of just seeing Bryan Callen just spaz out and fucking try to justify, I've been in all these streets. It don't matter, motherfucker. You could be a rich kid in East Lansing. I live in goddamn fucking near East Lansing, so I have to go through there all the time. I see these motherfuckers at night getting all drunk, thinking they fucking Billy Badass tough guys and shit. It doesn't fucking matter how many times you get in a fucking... When you run up against a real motherfucker that's a fucking animal, yo, that's like a fucking computer virus. It's gonna fuck your whole shit up. And it don't matter if you fucking 6'5", 2 whatever, and the motherfucker is fucking 5'2". If that motherfucker grew up fucking going to bed hungry, getting beat, fucking having an alcoholic fight, whatever the fuck, that's way more terror and way more fucking paying dues than you will ever fucking know. And that prepares them for motherfucking war. Let me just point out something real quick. Why do you think the fucking Army, the Navy, the Marines, all the military, except for probably the Air Force, why do you think they always go to the fucking most hood malls to fucking recruit? Why do you think they go to the most hood schools to recruit? Why do you think they go to the most low-income areas to recruit? Because they know those are the hungriest fighters. Those are the baddest motherfuckers you are ever gonna get. They've never known family. They've never known privilege. Once you give them a fucking purpose and you put that anger towards something and you give them a fucking family and a fucking group of people who are looking out for each other's backs, that's probably the only family, the only trust they've ever known. That's why they do it. They don't be going to no fucking rich schools. They don't be going to no, because they don't want you. You can't fight. Once the shit goes down, what are you going to do? You're going to be the motherfucker with shell shock syndrome. You're going to be the motherfucker with your head in your hands, fucking shaking, rocking back and forth. They don't want you. You're not a fighter. You do not have it. And again, I'm not the toughest motherfucker in the world, but I've been through some shit. Everybody's got their fucking story. But goddamn it, put me up against some fucking rich-ass privileged motherfucker, I will bite your motherfucking ear off. I'll bite your nose off and spit it in the fucking toilet and fucking flush it. I'll bite your cheek off and swallow that motherfucker. You don't know. You don't know the rage and the fucking anger that motherfuckers have if you come from a certain upbringing. So, Bryan Callen, you do not know what... Yo, I don't give a fuck if the clip is from 2017. It applies because I run into way too many motherfuckers, especially, with my fucking occupation now. I have to deal with a lot of motherfuckers that have grown up privileged, that have grown up, they have money, they've never had to struggle for anything. They're probably never going to have to, you know what I'm saying? They went to school, but for what? For what? Just to say you went to school? Because their family has money. They're never going to... And just to hear them fucking talk tough, act tough, it's fucking ridiculous. It's fucking ridiculous. You don't know. But I mean, hopefully one day they'll fucking find out what they're made of and it'll bring them fucking down to earth. Because I'm going to tell you right now, they're not made of much. This your boy Winston Wolf. I had to rant for a second about fucking rich kids, pussy ass motherfuckers that fucking think they're fucking tough. Again, you can work out all you want. You can wear UFC shirts all you want. You can... fucking talk all that fly shit, but you and I know what you're made of, and it ain't shit.